Number 5, an object starts from rest, accelerates at 3 feet per second, 294 feet, then travels at constant velocity for 10 seconds. Determine the total distance the object traveled. Should key into this problem, it's two parts, one constant acceleration and one constant velocity. Okay, so here's our acceleration. Here's how far we went. Okay, then travels at constant velocity for 10 seconds. So we want to determine total distance. Okay, so we already have the distance the first part traveled, but we don't know its final velocity. So we need to calculate this final velocity of the first part because it's the constant velocity for the second part. So hopefully pretty straightforward. Also, we know it starts from rest. So the final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration times time. We don't know time. Okay, so let's look for the constant acceleration equation. It doesn't have time. We have S2 equals S1 plus V2 squared minus V1 squared over 2A. Okay, we know the acceleration. We know initial velocity, want to find final velocity, and we know the delta S. Alright, so I'll just write it out in this form. 294 equals, assume we start from the origin, V2 squared minus 0 over 2 times 3 feet per second squared. Okay, so we can solve for V2 here. And looks like we'll have 294 times 2 times 3. And we will take the square root of that. 42. So after 294 feet, we are going at 42 feet per second. Okay, so delta S for the second part is equal to the velocity times the time. Comes from, for constant velocity, V2 equals delta S over delta T. Okay, so that is our 42 times 10. And we need a calculator for that, 420 feet. So delta S total equals 294 plus 420. $714. Okay, turned out to be a pretty easy one. Identifying the constant acceleration equation to use right here that gets me the answer I want in one step was important, and just understanding the problem, seeing that I've already had my first distance and not forgetting to add that in. So work carefully.